Hey guys, and welcome to game number 50 out of 100 of my Revenge of the Mack series against the AI-powered Scrabble bot BestBot. After today's game, we are already going to be half of the way through this series, which is kind of crazy to think. Had a bit of a rough loss on Monday. That one stung a bit, so we are now down 24 to 25, hoping for a win today to close out the first half. We'll see. Opening rack has 3 L's, AC, triple L, OT. So I gotta figure out what I want to do with this. I guess I play local or something like that, but I'm not thrilled about it. I mean, any placement of local is kind of bad. Like this placement puts an A next to the double letter. This placement puts an O next to the double letter. I guess I could sacrifice some points to not do that. I could play it here or something. That might actually be worth it. I don't know what else there is. I could play Tall for 14. That's actually not a crazy idea. Huh. Maybe I actually do that and just keep a C. I mean, LT is not really any better than a C, so I think I actually prefer Tall. Weird rack. I mean, I could play Call. That seems weird. That also takes it back A. The O is not a good tile to keep. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to play Tall here. Very weird situation. And I draw a blank, which is nice. Some clunky stuff to go with it. Very curious to see if I missed something on that opening rack. Yeah, that didn't feel right, but nothing felt particularly right there. So probably going to try to play Wick. Bot just drops Cot for 12, so probably is a decent enough rack to justify doing that over exchanging, but probably doesn't have an I or an A, or else it would have played Chi next to the T or Cot next to the T with its own A for 10 plus more. But yeah, I feel like Wick here has just got to be right. It scores pretty well, gets rid of 3 of my 4 heavy consonants. I would love to get rid of this V. Is it ever worth it to play Vow here? Like, is that insane? I mean, again, I feel like Cot hardly ever keeps an A for a Vow. If it has an S, it's going to have a big hook anyway. Like, this could really make its life difficult. Although Wick doesn't really give back much either, I'll be honest. I mean, yeah, like I said, if it has an S, it's going to have a hook anyway, and this doesn't really give back a lot. It's 13 more points. NV is a bit worse than NICK, but I think this is still probably better. Yeah, and I mean, that the Avow hook, like, even if it doesn't have an A immediately, it could become annoying for me. I think I'm going to do this. It's an interesting idea to play Vow, but like this is pretty defensive too, especially against racks that don't have an S, so I'm going to do that. Okay. I do get a couple of A's. Yeah, that V is really bad. But we'll see what it does. Yeah, and I mean, the only reason, again, I'm thinking about racks that don't have an S is like, whatever I do, if it has an S and has a bingo with an S, it's going to play, right? There are going to be S hooks on this board, so I'm more thinking like, all right, let's at least limit its play when it doesn't have an S, because there's no reason why it has to have an S when it played COD. It could just be keeping a decent 5-tile leave, like, I don't know, EONRT or something. Wow, just bow for 8. That is a very interesting play. Huh. So, all right, it's got to be close to a bingo now. That is very, very interesting. Okay. I'd love to play Navy somewhere to give myself a good chance to bingo. I wonder if I have anything here, like Haylin or something. It's Lin Hay, not Haylin, but Hyalin almost. But yeah, I don't see anything. Do I just play Kava for 22? HNY blank isn't bad. If the bot does bingo, I often will have decent scoring plays in response. I don't hate this idea. KV is also reasonable, although it's 8 fewer points. I feel like I prefer Kava. Yeah, I mean, HNY has pretty good synergy, and like I said, at least when I don't bingo, I should score pretty well, I would think. I don't see anything starting with CH. Yeah, Hanky doesn't get to the double. I really want to get rid of this V, too. Vat Lav? No, especially after a fish. I don't want to give a double line. That just seems stupid. Yeah, I think I like Kava here, but it's another tricky turn. I'm going to play this, though. That's an excellent draw. We'll see if I actually have a playable bingo though. I see Ab Henry with a blank B. Don't think that's gonna fit. I have high scoring plays like this for 32 or even this for 38. Do I have... I don't have a word with an S with Wix. That would be ideal. I don't... Alright, so the bottle plays knight eights. I feel like now I should have a bingo. I go through this A, almost hydrangea or something. Anywhere. I need an E, which I don't have, or a W. I mean, yeah is not even that much worse than bingoing, potentially. It might even be better. Like, if I were to have something through this I, yeah is probably better, because it scores 38 and keeps the blank. But I gotta really convince myself I don't have a bingo here. Darky doesn't fit with a blank C. There's a lot of stuff to look through here. This is tricky. There's a T. Alright. Let me just take a minute here and go through the alphabet. A, I don't see it yet. B is Ab Henry. That's not going down. C. Yeah, C looks pretty good here. Darky. I don't think I see anything with an A there with a blank C. D? No. Yeah, how about a G? So Greyhen cannot be spelled with an A. For some reason, Greyhen is only good Greyhe and not Grayhe. I don't think it would play anyway, but still. H, no. I, and hydrate is too long. J, K, L? No. M. Hymnary almost, but no. Maybe there's nothing. N-O-P? Hyper something? No. Hyperon. R-S? I don't think I see it, guys. Yeah, I see anywhere with a W almost. Hydrazine also needs another letter. Unless there's some crazy 9 here. Like, again, thylacine or something almost. I doubt it. No. Euryhaline, that's a 10. That's not going to fit. Euryhaline. That's actually not that far off. Wow. Hydraline or something? No. I don't see it. I've looked for 2 minutes already. I feel like that's enough time. I hope I'm not missing something, but yeah, I mean, at least this is a pretty good play. Yeah, I'm not too worried about getting rid of my E. There's 10 E's left. Keeps the board wide open when I have a blank. I like it. Okay. So I'm definitely bingoing now. I mean, I have interred at a minimum for 82. Question is, do I have anything here? Thornier does not fit. The second R is kind of annoying. Just going through the alphabet in my head again. C looks interesting, like trencher almost. E, F, G, H, I. Yeah, maybe not. I don't actually see anything other than Thornier at all. That doesn't fit. Erythron. Dang, if my I were an O, I'd triple with Erythron with a blank Y. Oh boy, okay. The bot bingos for 90 in the line I was going to play. I do have reinsert and Kavas at least for 79, which is probably what I'll have to settle for. Almost breathless. I just want to take 30 seconds and really convince myself I'm not missing something here, guys, because that would be a devastating mistake. But yeah, I just don't see it. Yeah, Thornier is the only thing I see. All right, I've convinced myself. Yeah, I'm going to just play reinsert. It's got to be right. Need a good draw here. That is a good draw. That's a very good draw. I have Funster and Net Surf. I'm a little nervous that they're not going to end up playing, though, if the bot plays through this E. That's the thing. Because they don't fit with reinserts. Right now, the only thing that plays, I believe, is Funster to the left or the R of reinsert. And I'm very nervous that's going to get blocked. Yep. And unfortunately, it doesn't fit with COTS. I feel like I got to try to keep the S here. I don't want to play enough and block reinserts. I'm down. I need to be a little aggressive here. Do I ever just do this? Like, this bingo's a lot. I mean, the problem is it can get blocked, right? The reinsert hook, even if it doesn't have an S. That's the thing I'll have to consider. So maybe I don't know. I mean, this bingo's an obscene amount, like saunters, bunters, and crust, undressed, tenures. Like it hits with like everything. Like, I mean, I guess it misses with an N. Stunner doesn't fit. Oh, it hits. M, Munster, and Sternum wouldn't actually fit. I mean, that's the thing. I guess maybe some stuff doesn't fit. But like, that probably bingos or draws a 7 that plays 80% of the time. Of course, the risk is it gets blocked. So, yeah. If not that, though, then what? I mean, fun here? Set up another weak line with an S here, maybe? I mean, ERST is still very good. Don't get me wrong. Do I ever play ref and try to set up tref? The U is really bad, though. That's the problem. There's only one T left, so this is an interesting idea. It's a big, big, big equity sacrifice, but positionally it's very good. And there's also more standard plays like funner, just to try to score. Opens a little bit. Yeah, wow, very tough turn. I really wish my bingo just played. I don't know what to do here. I really don't know what to do. Okay. And I mean, using reinserts now cannot possibly be right. I could also just try to score and play heft for 30, but NRSU is pretty bad. I'm just very nervous after this. The bot is going to, like, play under here, but I guess most plays under there or through the T are going to give me back something. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just can't afford to do this and then not have a playable bingo. And I just worry that that's not staying open. I don't think I can afford to do that at this point. Like, there's just not enough space to bingo. So, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of between heft, possibly ref. The thing I don't like about ref, though, guys, is plays to this G are pretty likely to happen, and that kills tref. So I don't think I like that. It's a huge point sacrifice, too. Heft, yeah, RUNS is kind of clunky, so maybe I do just play funner here and try to score, and still keeps ST. Like, that's not bad. Yeah, I mean, this is probably a reasonable idea. Just keep the scoring pressure, make sure I stay within striking distance. I kind of like that. Yeah, heft, I mean, I will say one nice thing about heft, though, is that it does protect this hook, and that now it's harder for the bot to play through the T. And there's nothing that goes between a T and an F. So this actually does have a decent amount of positional merit. I will say that. And URS is not a particularly great leave, though. That's the issue. I don't think I would go so far. I mean, would I even go so far as to play Hunt and keep the F? Maybe, right? It's 9 fewer points, though. No, I wouldn't. The F is just not a great bingo tile. Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, it scores 30 points, stops easy scoring plays there for the bot. And yeah, again, it really protects reinserts in the cases where the bot doesn't have an S, which I'm kind of banking on anyway here. I think I like this the more I think about it. I don't know. Very, very tricky turn. Like, I've considered so many plays. I've spent like 4 minutes, guys. I got to make a decision, but I'm going to go with heft. And that's a good draw. I have neurons and non-user with COTS. That's huge. So now, even if this gets blocked, I do have a bingo. That's a huge draw right there, guys. Absolutely huge. Yeah, so heft looks like it is possibly going to pay off. Okay, yeah, so the bot does not block the bottom. It scores pretty well. I'm obviously going to play neurons here immediately. And we're going to retake the lead with a bit of a shaky draw, but I have Fei Hua, or however you pronounce that, Fei Joa, F-E-I-J-O-A. I never know how to pronounce that word. Bot plays Pood, like, instantly. Huh. All right, let's take a breather here and see what we're dealing with. I got 8 minutes left, which is not bad. I've had some tough turns. Pool is pretty good. I'm a little worried about this spot. I wish EDA were good. Wow, it played Pood, like, instantly. That's so interesting. Does kind of make me think it's trying to get a big play here. Like Ozone or something. I mean, do I... Yeah, this just gives back a lot too, especially with an X out. I don't like that. I think I probably just play Fuji here, and then I'm like, okay, I give you one chance at a big play. If not, I'll go here. This also just cleans out my rack pretty well. AEO is not great, but it's a slightly constant heavy pool, so I don't mind it too much. Yeah, I think I like this. I could give back. I mean, the plays here are not going to be horrible. I guess days and stuff is like 50 though. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not going to play Poot in 4 seconds without a second O, is it? Or a third O? Like, it just feels weird. I kind of want to get this spot out of the way. Like, I don't want to leave it there too long. I also just don't really have any other good plays. I'm not up enough to start worrying about bingos here. If a bingo's there, what can I say? I feel like Fuji is right. I mean, again, I just don't think I can afford to do this. It's too big a point sacrifice, and the J might not be great for me, especially with X and the Z still out there. There's no sort of setups, are there? Nothing good enough. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the standard approach here and play Fuji and hope for a decent draw. That is... Ah, dang, it did play Oxide. Okay. Nacarus doesn't fit. Lacunos doesn't fit. Okay. But I'm not down that much. It's tempting to like put an N here and try to set up aping or oping, but with 2 A's and an O left, that is probably ill-advised, at least for now. I'm not in a position where I feel like I have to do that. But I got to think about what is my path back into this game. Do I have to try to bingo? I mean, do I have to play like cot or something? I mean, do I play on and just throw all caution to the wind? I feel like not. Maybe though. I don't know. I feel like if I were down a lot, I would do that, but feels kind of crazy being only down 29 to make a play like that, and also like a wide open R here that I can still try to hit. Like that just feels like an overreaction. If I save the N, then I can keep that possibility in mind. Okay, 5 minutes left. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I can't really score. I mean, do I ever just play cause here? Try to score my way back, or do I go all out on bingoing? I mean, do I do something like this? Setting up Scott? I mean, I just worry about being outscored also then. Like if I'm only scoring 10, this leave isn't even that good, and a lot of my bingos here are going to give back big counterplay. I'm not loving that idea. I mean, this ties the game, basically. Leaves 8 in the bag, which is decent timing. Preserves some setup possibilities here if I can draw the... Like, the N is nice, because I also could... You know what else I could do? I could also just play, like, oping now. That's also an option. But I sort of like the idea of keeping that possibility of setting it up open, especially if the bot plays some A's and O's and I need to. So, like, I don't think this is crazy. I mean, yeah, this is not bad either, though, guys. Just doing this immediately. Again, basically ties the game. The S is a pretty big asset with COTS to keep. I got to make a decision. I'm getting low on time. This does give me some hits to the R on the right, potentially, although not a ton, I don't think. Yeah, tough one. Very tough one. Do I want to play cause or do I want to play oping immediately? Wow, this is a tough call. Yeah, I feel like I'm going not all in on bingoing here, but I feel like I don't know. Cause gives me more shot, or playing cause immediately gives me more shots at the scoring tiles as well. I have to make a decision. I have only 3 minutes. What do I want to do? I am going to... Yeah, this is tough. I think I'm going to save the S and play oping, though. I think this is a little bit better. Wow, I drew WZ. Okay. That's a little bit clunky. Yeah, I just didn't feel like the setup had enough of a chance to materialize because there were enough hooks left. I didn't feel like I'd ever be in a position where I wanted to do it. And the bot is just going to play C for 18. Okay. So I'm only down 20. This U, I have to play Wiz, right? Surely? I mean, like, there's just nothing else. A lot of vowels. I don't love that. I wish I had more time. This is going to be a really complicated endgame. Oh gosh. Shoot, I have no time. All right, I gotta play like this pool is pretty clunky. Oh shoot! I have the last S. Do I set it up? I have. Gosh, this has been a crazy game. Will I play Aura and just try to? Maybe I just try to outmaneuver the bot and I play Aura and try to leave it like nothing. Do I ever do that? I mean, it's just not gonna have. It could have some long plays here that help it play out. I mean, do I play caught now? Maybe I play caught now. Like, I don't know. Do I drop one? No, probably not. Like, I just worry it's gonna, if I leave it this O or this R, it's gonna play long and then go out on its next turn. That would be a problem. I feel like if I stop it from going out in 2, I have a decent chance here. Like, I don't know. The E and the U left, I want to get rid of this U. But it's not easy to do. Shoot, I don't have time once again. Do I just play like cat or cod here? No, I don't want to give it like curvy here. That could be bad. I feel like this is more about minimizing the bot's options than it is about trying to maximize my own. The A and the O are just really good though for this spot. I need more time, guys. I need more time. I have nothing with a U here. I guess I do just play Aura and hope for the best? I don't know. I really don't know. I have 50 seconds here. I gotta do something. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know what's gonna happen here. I mean, this should give the bot very few things to work with. I'm up by 6. I have the last S. I just don't have a good way to... See, that's the thing. Like, I want it... The A and the O are both so good there to try to set up the C. I feel like that was not... Maybe I should have played Era and saved it. I probably should have played Era and saved the O. I don't even know. I mean, I should be able to go out in 2, though. I can play, like, Bunkos, saving IE. But then I'm going to give it back plays here. So I wonder if it's going to try to... I can maybe try to go out in 2, like... Qubit. Maybe if I try to... Well, that's going to give it back counterplay 2, though. It's going to be able to block that. How do I get a forced out in 2 that doesn't give back counterplay? I mean, it's going to depend... I'm trying to... I have to try to plan. Like, let's try to... If this were a tournament, I have to try to think what it's going to do if I have 48 seconds. Like, it's often going to just play, like, Vet. If it plays Vet, then I can... Well, is Bunkos going to be enough then? Probably not. Because it'll give back plays like Dooley here. Yeah, if it plays Vet, then I don't know what happens. I mean, Bunkos is still a lot of points. 18. Maybe that is enough. Like, I feel like I'm definitely expecting a play like Vet. I mean, I have stuff like Bit setting up bunces. Knit even setting up cubes. Like, okay, so Vet, that's the play I'm most expecting. I'm probably just going to think for another minute. Okay. So if it plays Vet, I also have, I could have plays down here. I could have stuff like Snub. So 12, that means I'd be down 6. So if I play Bunkos, I'm up 12. It plays Dooley. 20, I'm down 11. I go out with Vi, I lose by 1. Okay, so that wouldn't work. Bunko doesn't help me. How about Unko, setting up buys? Oh, yeah, Unko is the move, setting up... That's brilliant. Okay, so if it plays Vet, I play Unko for 6, setting up Bunko and buys, or Vibes, and I win. I think. if it plays vet, it's going to make a move in like 10 seconds. I'm not prepared for like anything else. I mean, but I feel like just Bunkos wins against a decent. What's it going to do? What's it going to do? Veer. Okay, I didn't see that. Yeah, Bunkos now does not work because Dooley is going to out. I still could do Unko. Wait, I can probably still do Unko. Because now how does it block this? Wait. I think this still... I don't... Oh, I can play Erd. But then what? I don't know. I have 18 seconds. Oh, shucks. I missed Unkoi. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have time. Wait, now I probably could have slow played. Oh, I think I just totally blew this, guys. Shoot. I did not see Unkoi. This is why you have to manage your time better, guys. Dang it. I'm sure I screwed up. But, like, what do I do? I mean, this loses to Dooley. I'm positive of that. Maybe I have to play Bunko and then save Ides then? Was that even enough? I don't even think that's enough. So I'm down 5, 20, I'm down 28. That's not enough. I still lose by 6. Yeah, I can't allow it to have Dooley. Maybe I can still slow play here instead of going out. Is that... Like, what if I just did... No, it's not going to be enough. Because it's still going to get, like... Yeah, no, that's not going to work. No, I think I'm lost after Unkoi. But, like, what am I supposed to... I mean, Qubit? Is this ever correct? I mean, I don't think so. I guess it wouldn't give back a ton. Maybe Curdy and then... I don't know. I think I got to just run this through Macondo. Unless maybe I can... Because it can't block Qubit, right? Maybe I can play and then... Maybe I do this. I think I do this and then save Qubit. Then what does it do? Right? So I do this. I'm down 2. Yeah, now I think I win. Right? I mean, it plays Yod. That's not enough. Yeah, this wins. Shucks. I just didn't have time. Yeah, this is why you gotta... I didn't manage my time well this game. That's a shame. Yeah, I'll run this through Macondo. I think Sign is the win, though. Okay, yeah, so Macondo does indeed confirm, guys. Sign would have been a 5-point win. That is my best endgame here. There are a couple other wins that are tricky. Several of them involve a similar idea, like playing Sen, saving Qubit, which just wins by a couple less. Playing Unkos appears to also win, which is kind of counterintuitive. It's like an out in 3 sequence, because now Unkoi is not available, and I can just do this on my next turn, and then go out with the E on my next turn, and then the bot can't go out in 2. So, yeah, I was not in a position to calculate that with 48 seconds on my clock. There's also this for 6, setting up Bices and Us, which the bot can only really block by playing NU for 2, and that results in another complicated sequence where I win. So yeah, not an easy endgame. Clearly, I would have figured out Sign if I had like another minute on my clock. So I think, you know, where I really blew this game was just not managing my time better on some of those pre-endgame turns. And this is why I always tell everyone, you know, I always tell my students that you have to save a lot of time for the endgame. And unfortunately, I didn't do a good enough job of that here. But all right, let's look at the rest of this one. Once again, the final score ended up being BestBot 426, me 421 after I unsuccessfully tried to play Unko. But yeah, let's look at the rest of this one. Okay, Talal actually looks fine. Yeah, I mean, local just is not a great play, so this is reasonable. Weird opening rack. White actually likes Vow on equity. Wow, I mean, I guess CINK blank is really good. Yeah, I had a funny feeling it might be a good idea. Yeah, it's probably, if it's better on equity, it's almost certainly the better play. I mean, I just didn't think it would be quite worth 13 points. But yeah, the V was really a thorn in my side for a while, so... Can't really argue with that. All right, good. I didn't miss a bingo here. Oh, one's just hay. Yeah, I think I like keeping this D open and trying to create a distraction and hit the double-double line, given how strong my rack is. I'm good with this. Maybe this to keep a better lead? Maybe for 6 less? I don't know. There's 10 E's left. I'm okay with yeah. Bob bingos again. Yeah, reinsert best by a lot. Air was unfortunate for me. Yeah, this is where I started wasting too much time, guys. Like, I think Heft is right, but it's a brutal turn. I mean, this can't be right positionally. It just kills my best line. yeah, I mean, I thought about if I just feel like this gets blocked too often. I feel like this is a good balance. It scores well, still keeps a decent lead, and protects my line. Those points did come in handy here. Oh, so the bot didn't. Wow, the bot did not have the. Oh, that's actually kind of lucky for the bot. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was probably setting something up here. But either way, I think I have to play Fuji, and then yeah, the bot hits Oxide, and this is where I started burning too much time. I mean, I couldn't decide between this and this. I just could not decide. They both have merits, but I just felt this setup again was never really going to be good enough with all the hooks left, and I wanted to save the S. So I think this is reasonable. Again, I'm burning too much time. Wiz is forced here. And then the bot plays Mag. Wow, I would have played Verge to get rid of the V. That feels so weird. The V is horrible here. Is it trying to save Vet? I mean, is it setting up Veer? Oh, it's setting up Veer. That's savage. Oh, that's what it's doing. Okay. Oh, I didn't see Toga. Oh, that's probably worth it. Yeah, okay. I got a little too fixated, I think, on trying to block this R. I wasn't even worried about like Bird and Nerve. I just felt like the bot is often going to play like Nervier or Blunder and then go out on its next turn. But I just gave up way too many points here. Yeah, Aura was not a good play. I didn't see Toga. It's funny because I was looking near this Z. I just couldn't generate that. I saw GAOL didn't work because of OB. I didn't see that. Yeah, that's enough points. I definitely would have done that. So yeah, kind of choked this one away, guys, in the pre-end game and then in the end game here, like we discussed. I think, yeah, I played a good game until then, but I was just too slow. That was the thing. Plays like Heft and playing Oping just took too long. That was where this one went off the rails. So unfortunate way to lose this one. It was a really good game. It was a really interesting game. I did at least find my end game win once I was able to relax and have a little more time after, but yeah, that one, a tough week. They were both really good games. I felt I was in great shape in both of them, and they both just slipped away at the end. But that's what, that's what BestBot will do to you. And that's why you got to stay sharp until the very last play and why you got to manage your time well. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to do that today. So, all right, tough way to finish out the first 50 of this series, guys. But the good news is we're still only down 2 games. It's 24-26. There's 50 more games of Scrabble. There's plenty of time to come back. So, yeah, hope you guys learned something from this game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Really appreciate all your support, and I will see you all soon for the next video. Bye-bye.